Alright folks, how's it going? Des Catties. I'm out in the shed, and what I wish to share with you is the latest project I've been mucking around in here, and that is basically my Wanigan. Okay, a Wanigan, if you don't know, is basically a food storage box for condiments and food and such like, just for storage. But more often than not, they were used for kind of people going on canoeing trips. I did a little bit of Google fooing, and I found that they're obviously very popular in Canada and places like that. So this is just my slight take on it. So stay tuned. Yeah, so I'm out of the picture now. You don't want to keep looking at my gorgeous face, making some of you people jealous. Anyway, so here it is. This was basically just an old bread box that my wife got for me many years ago. And this box has been used for so many different things, from storing bloody just crap that I keep in my shed to bolts and God knows what else, tools and everything else. And I have used it over the years in on sort of camping trips out to the woods and stuff. But what I wanted to do, it was kind of one of my mates, Dean, Wanderer Essex, on Instagram. And he's basically got a fishing box, and what he done with his fishing box, it was quite a hell of a lot taller than what I've got. And then what he's done is he's actually just attached he had some old leather strapping that he used to attach onto the front of the box, and what he was doing was putting his utensils in there when he needed them while he was cooking and stuff like that. So I thought it was a great idea. Dean gave me some of his old leather. I purchased some Chicago screws, which, if you don't know, these are basically them. So it's basically a screw, okay, like it almost looks like a stud, and then you have these then you have this thread bit that goes into the top there, which has obviously got a slot there for a flat-headed screwdriver, and then you would obviously use that to sort of, normally you can use them for pretty much anything within its role, but they're used for leather work and stuff like that. But I used them in sort of utilising the Wanigan. So the first thing I did there, if you can see, I've got a strap going across the front, and I've basically used some of those Chicago screws basically just to I will have some I've got made some little slots there, little gaps, so obviously I can slot some tools in. Now there's a series of ones on the top there, and it'll all come apparent when I actually open it up. Okay, and so there it is. This is what I've done so far. It almost looks like a picnic basket on steroids. My wife come up with the idea of just using a piece of leather so you can actually store the utensils away, which I have done so far. I am trying to go down the road of kind of trying to keep it a little bit more authentic with wooden utensils as opposed to wood, metal and stuff like that, but you can't kind of get around it too much with the knives and stuff like that. So if you look here, I've got a couple of knives, one's for meat, one's for veg. I've got a chopping board there that was given to me by a friend across the pond. If I go up a bit closer, what I did was it was lucky because I had a lot of stuff knocking around in my shed that I could recycle to obviously, to obviously knock up this kind of Wanigan storage box. So I've got a pair of plastic tongs in there at the moment. I mean, what's the beauty of it as well, the box kind of slides across. I can take the box out, and then I've got a lot of storage space there. Okay, I've also got, just inside there, you can see I've put a strap on there, and this is one of my butter knives that I made when I went to Joe's carving class, and so that basically slots into there. All right, and then what I've also done as well, which is I'm just behind the camera now, is that I had a load of birch pots. And what I've done is I've now got them so I can use them as for condiments. Okay, so if I stick all the pots in there, all right, you can see that, obviously that they hold them quite tidy. So in the first one, what I've done was I've got some wax, and I've actually waxed the inside of the tubs now. So in there I've got, that's a little bit full up, but obviously I've got butter in there. Okay, I've got tea in another, basically I've got tea leaves in another, so here's some tea leaves in there. All right, I've got sugar, oh sorry, that's coffee, and then in the last one I've got sugar. So So there it is. I've tried to sort of kind of keep it quite, as I say, a little bit authentic. There's the sugar, and I'm really pleased with the outcome so far. It's going to be a little bit more of an ongoing project. Who knows, I might sort of maybe just stick a slot in somewhere so I can just keep the spoon so it's there with the other condiments, who knows, or I might just leave it in there. And then what I've got the beauty of is that when I am cooking, that's when it will come into play there. So I've literally got a ladle that I can stick in there. Actually no, that's not for that one. I do bear in mind, because this is just a little spatula that will sit in there. I've got another spatula that will sit in the slightly thicker gaps, that one there, and then I can either use just a spoon in there, a stirring spoon, or I can put one of the knives in there. But you kind of get the picture. So kind of there it is. It's quite, I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to get it out. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't go on many canoe trips, if none. I mean, the last canoe trip I did was out in Canada, out in Sweden. And you know, I mean, would I take this on a canoe trip? Maybe if I was doing something in the UK, I might be tempted just to try it out for its practicality. But for me, more so, it's going to be more of a, you know, sort of a car camping, you know, for when I go car camping. So I can utilise, put everything in there that I need. And then obviously, you know, all I need then on top of that is maybe my Swagman bedroll and my Steuben rucksack. So there it is, folks. That's my sort of Wanigan cum storage box that I'm now going to use when I go car camping. I really like the idea. It's just giving me something to do out in the shed. And as I say, I'm really pleased with the outcome. I mean, it hasn't really taken me that much. I'm not absolutely that great with woodwork. I haven't got them sort of tools. So I kind of utilised and just recycled what I had laying around in the shed. And it's kind of come out quite well. I'm really pleased with the way you know, everything's kind of organised. As I say, it is a little bit ongoing, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Don't forget the Etsy store. I've got products up on the Etsy store for people to buy. I am shipping across all over the world at the moment. I've had customers from Australia and the US, and as well as the UK. So please offer me the support that way. That way I'm not going down the Patreon route and begging for money. All right, so there it is, folks. All right, so thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe.